Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk West Scranton Invaders football. Joining us is quarterback Matt Gaul. Well, Matt, let's talk about you bursting onto the scene, playing some football this season. Things are going pretty good for yourself.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do it without my line and receivers and coaching staff. They're really helping me out this year.
Let's talk about the quarterback position for you, something just being an athlete. Obviously, you're very athletic.
Oh, thank you. I just been really working hard, and Leo Chulo, we battled out for the quarterback spot, and he has really made me a better quarterback.
Matt, when you talk about your skill set, tell us about what you think you bring to the table at the quarterback position.
Well, I guess all off season we worked really hard in the weight room and everything, getting faster, getting stronger. And Coach D really helped me focus on getting faster in the pocket, getting out of the pocket and stuff like that. Long toss in baseball, getting my arms stronger, just getting ready for the season.
Matt, let's talk about your offensive line and the job that they're doing for you. You guys have had a tough schedule and some very, very tough competitive games.
Yeah, well, they've been outmatched in weight in a few games, and they really, really held the line, and I couldn't be more proud of them, and I wouldn't want anybody else in front of me.
Let's talk about some of the other guys on your team that are stepping up and playing well, offensively, defensively. Throw a couple names at us, and then who you've been impressed with there for the Invaders in 2015.
Well, I've been real impressed by a guy I really didn't think was going to be a receiver for us, Matt Williams. Tall guy, has a good vertical. He's been getting a bunch of touchdowns for us. Dan Egan, Cheyenne Jackson. They're great receivers. I can also throw to Dylan Hart, big, tall guy. I can throw to him wherever I want, and I know they'll go up for the ball.
How about running back Andre Chalette Jr.?
Well, we all love Andre. We all bust him at practice and stuff. He's just a great runner. His work ethic is ridiculous. He fumbles the ball in practice. He does like 50 push-ups over the side, and he's just always working to get himself better.
Let's talk about your relationship with your coaches, Brian Fahey and his staff there. Tell us about Coach Fahey, what he's trying to do to get out of you guys there. Again, a West Side guy, so he kind of knows what it's like to go through the program.
Well, Coach Fahey is always preaching, like, us to be together, everything we do together. We always break it down on three together, and he just really preaches that, and he's a real good guy, and he has great intentions for us.
Well, let's take us through the season, the first few weeks. Again, Riverside and Coughlin, Dunmore, North Pocono. Take us through a couple highlights that, even if you didn't win the game, what were some highlights or some things that you took out of those games in the first 4 weeks of the season?
Well, Riverside was a big game. Like, it was my first start, and I was real nervous for that game. And then after the butterflies went away, it just came naturally, and then everything was just, it's like no one's even there. You can't even hear anything in the stands or anything. And then the biggest play, I would say, was Dunmore when we were down by 8, and a minute 28 left on the clock. We throw it down the field, and then with no seconds left, Matt Williams gets a jump ball in the end zone, and we get the chance to tie it with a 2-point conversion, but we didn't convert. But I think that was definitely the biggest play for us.
Matt, how about some people around you that have inspired you or given you that abilities that you've had, whether on the football field or in the classroom?
Well, definitely my family, my friends, my girlfriend, Mackenzie. They've all really been pushing me and telling me I could be better. Told me I could start from the beginning if I put everything out there. And my coaches, just all good people around me, positive people, and they really helped me become the player that I am and the person that I am.
Matt, when you talk about going forward from here, tell us about your goals next year. Do you have some thoughts on what you want to do when 2016 comes along?
Well, right now I've been looking at some colleges and stuff. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet, but I'm still looking into that.
And then how about any other activities or sports you're involved with there at West Scranton at all?
Yeah, I play baseball for George Roskos. He's a great guy, and he follows me for football and everything. He's a real positive guy, and we all love him.
Well, he's one of those guys, as you say. He's rooting for you, and he's in your corner. He's trying to help you any way he could because he's an invader through thick and thin, that's for sure. But, Matt, going forward from here, you guys have still 6 games left in the season, so you hope Delaware Valley would be your next opponent. You guys have a brutal schedule the next 6 weeks. I mean, you look at West Scranton's schedule, it's Delaware Valley, Scranton, Pompac, Abington Heights, Valley View, Scranton Prep. No doubt about it, it's a one-game approach.
Yeah, we take every game week by week and focus on the next team that's upcoming. But, the coaching staff puts work in, so I wouldn't even want to know what time they're up doing film and writing stuff down, printing out sheets for us to study. And I think if we all put the time in and know everything and get on the practice field, work hard, we can win all these games.
Well, Matt, we wish you well in your future endeavors and, of course, the rest of the season there at West Scranton.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Matt Gaul, senior quarterback for the West Scranton Invaders here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.